Radio Rahim with Bruce Leigh Wood. I'm just doing that today, fucking around people's names.
No, why not? Why not?
Right? Yeah. It's not a bad one. You know, since my mate Dev gave you a different name today, I figured I'd give you one.
Lines today, yeah. So he's dropped some lines. He must have nothing better to do in his spare time than think about these.
I gotta tell you, it's a fun name. It's a fun name to play with.
This morning to a poem off him on Twitter. So.
Oh, it's not about the wood, is it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. The story really behind this fight is multifaceted, right? Obviously, you've had a long relationship with Matchroom. Eddie Hearn's come out and had something to say about the matchup before us, and you've been on Queensberry. I'm curious, though, because, Eddie is going to say everything that's on his mind and talk to multiple channels about it. What is your version of events that brings you to the top table here today?
Yeah, look, I was out of contract with Matchroom. The fighter I wanted to fight was signed with Queensberry, so I have to go to Queensberry. That's pretty much the top and bottom of it. I was in talks with Matchroom straight after the Warrington fight for the rematch. We wanted the City Ground, we couldn't get it, but we're still in talks to do it somewhere else. But I got injured, then things changed, then they got him that fight, then because Warrington lost that fight, that rematch for me then wasn't as good as big, so then I had to fight the person that beat him, and I had so much going off last year. Nothing against Matchroom, they've done so much for me over the years, and Eddie as well, signed, still sorts my tickets to the shows, but it was the right time for me to make this move.
This fight is called the Hurt Game, but it's really the Hurt Business. And in getting this fight, you've edged out Nunes, which is, obviously rubbed Eddie the wrong way. Do you feel like this was a shrewd business move on your part, or did dominoes just fall for you?
Well, and he's never made them kind of moves before. He'll never make them moves in the future. You gotta do what's best for your promotional outfit and for your fighters. And this was the best move for Anto financially for what he wants out of it. And you can't blame anyone for that decision, really.
Obviously, it's a world title fight. Every fighter wants to have an opportunity to fight for and hopefully win that. How important is it to you to walk out of this ring with that strap around your waist?
Yeah, for me, it's not so much about the belt, but the person I'm beating in doing so. He's coming off them wins. Cordina, Warrington, he's on a really good run. He's a legitimate world champion, regardless of what belt it is. He's a legitimate super featherweight world champion. So in doing so, beating him, that legitimately puts me up there against some other world champions at super featherweight, and that's what it's all about for me.
Some people say, be careful what you wish for, right? You sell a lot of tickets, you're a fan favorite. It stands to reason that maybe Cacace thinks, this is the right time to take a fight with Wood. The layoff, we spoke about the injury a little bit. Do you think maybe he's just taking his opportunity and you're biting off a tougher fight than you have to at the moment?
I'm not sure what's going through his mind, but as Dev said, I'm a stubborn little bastard, and that's not just on fight night. That's not just on training. That's everything. I'm meticulous with how I train. I'm so dedicated, and I just want to win so bad, so bad. And I'm not sure what's going through their head, what they're thinking about me, but this big following I've got is not just come because I'm popular. It's not because, we like this kid. I've earned it by getting them fights, by winning them fights. I'm not expected to win time and time again, being a massive underdog time and time again.
You talk with such passion, even about training, which stands to reason how difficult it's got to be for a fighter that is committed as you for as long as you've been to not be able to actually fight. Beyond staying in shape physically, how difficult was it to stay positive and in shape mentally to be prepared for a moment like this?
Yeah, it was hard, but I've been through this before. I've been through it when I've not won any of them before, and I've not had no money, and I got people rely on me, and I had kids, and I got to 30, and people saying, look, if you're not won something by 30, you're probably never going to do it. And being at that stage, going through the same thing, not getting fights and being injured was a lot harder. So having the experience of going through that phase with not winning anything before, with them doubters around you, having no money, having kids and all that, it was a lot harder. So this time, because I've experienced it before, I'm in a different situation where I've got a few quid and I've won some fights before. I've been through it. I know this will pass as long as I stay dedicated like I did the first time. Keep training, doing what I can do, stay focused. the time will pass, and I know I'll get this. I'll get there again.
It's been mentioned that after 30, you guys are both really coming into your own, having these type of opportunities. But you've said in the past that maybe this is close to the end. You even set it up at the top table here today. I think you said, how many more fights do you think you have, and what makes it obvious to you that we're close to the end of this chapter of your life?
Just because, in hindsight, I'm 36, so my days are probably numbered, but it's down to performance. So that's why I say it's fight by fight. That's why I'll be striving for a good performance, because I know if I perform good, there'll be another one. So it's fight by fight, and it's down to how I perform. Everything's going great in camp. Got to put it together on fight night, which I know I will. And then you can ask me the same question again. What's next?
And lastly, when we see you on fight night, again, with all that you have to come through to get to the ring, through injury, through layoff, through rust, how do we know it's working? If I'm looking at the fight, I'm not asking for your game plan, but I'm saying, if I see Wood doing this or being successful at that, I know what he came in to do, he's able to do.
All you need to know, if my heart's beating and I'm stood on my feet, you're in a fight. That's all you need to know. Yeah.
That's right. Radio Rahim with Leigh Wood.